Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Plant Based Cooking. I'm Tawana Wright, your host for today. And today we have Chef Brock with us, and we're going to be talking about healthy eating. And we want to remind you, folks, that AARP is empowering people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization with more than 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate on their behalf, all of them, without regard to politics. Folks, when the pandemic began, AARP Alabama made a conscious decision to move our healthy living activities online. We wanted to make sure people had a chance to stay engaged while they're at home and also stay safe. So, one of the things that we're excited about is this plant based cooking program that we started. Chef Brock, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. What do you have on tap for us today?
So, this morning or today, we're doing a veggie patty over marinated vegetables with avocado on top.
Okay. So this is our brunch episode, and I know we're always looking for healthy alternatives to what we serve for breakfast or brunch. I'm going to step out of the way and let you take us through this.
Great. So, today we're going to start first on our marinated vegetables. And what I have here already is some onions and bell peppers. I've got red and yellow bell peppers in here and a little bit of scallion. And to that, I'm going to add, I've taken some carrots that I have used a particular with and just gotten some ribbons. And I'm just going to chop them up a little bit and add them to the onions and peppers. And the peppers and onions already have a little bit of our spice blend on them. So they've already started to break down and macerate. So macerating is just the process of breaking something down. You can do it with sugar, like if you're doing fresh fruit and you put sugar on top of it, the liquid that pulls off, that comes off of the fruit, that's that process. And so we're doing a similar thing here, but savory. So I've got my spice blend on here, and I've got some mushrooms here that I've sliced up. And it doesn't take very long at all for fruits and vegetables to sort of naturally cook down. And whenever we can add some greens into what we're doing, some dark leafy greens that are really good for us, we want to do that. So that's some spinach that I have chopped up. And I'm going to put a little bit more of our spice blend on here and then just mix this together and mix everything in. And I'm doing this first so that it'll just continue to macerate while we're working on our veggie patty. But very simple, very easy. And like I said, it brings out moisture so it's not just dry. And you can use whatever you have. Like if you want to have kale first thing in the morning, you can use kale. But you can also use some summer squash would be really nice in this, or some zucchini would be really great in this also. And you don't have to add anything else to it but that. But I do like to round it out a little bit with some grapeseed oil, just a little drizzle, and just kind of helps to get everything going and mixed in well there. And so it's almost like a little vegetable salad, if you can tell. So it smells good, and you can tell that the vegetables are already breaking down. I'm going to add a little bit more spinach to this. Okay. And then we're going to put this aside and start on our vegetable patty. Great. Okay. So, one of the things that we tend to always have around are sweet potatoes. And, when you're roasting one sweet potato, you might as well roast four. And sweet potatoes are a really easy, quick hack. If you are hungry and you want something quick, you can always grab a roasted one and make a meal out of it. So I have a sweet potato here that I roasted. It's in the refrigerator. And just trimming that off, trimming the skin off of it, the peeling. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And to this, I'm going to add this to, rather, something I already have in the bowl for our veggie patty. So I have some leftover beans. These are field peas. And it was sort of like a Hoppin' John that I made, which it already has a lot of good flavor in it and herbs and spices. It even has a little bit of corn, local white corn, peppers and onions. And then I have this millet. And millet is an ancient grain. You could use brown rice or quinoa or something like that, but there's so many health benefits to millet and to using some grains that aren't overly processed. So I've got that in the bowl. I'm going to season it a little bit with our spice blend and you can put salt in the water, which I did not, but you can do that and that'll add some flavor to it. And then I'm just going to break the sweet potato up in here, just like that. And I'm going to add some spinach in also, okay? And some green onions. And then I'm just going to mix this in. Let me real quick turn on our burner. I'm going to mix this together, form a patty. So it just gets really dense. And the sweet potato, really, the reason that I add it is because it adds that sweet component to it. And it's for breakfast, so it's just nice to have something sweet sometimes along with the savory. Okay. And you could use black beans if you had them, or any kind of bean that you have around that you like. And ideally, a great thing to do would be to form the patties and put them in the refrigerator so that they could stiffen up a little bit. But we're going to just go right into our pan with these. Okay. Smell our oil heating up. Go right into the pan. All right. And you can make them not as big as I'm making them, but everything in here has already been cooked except for the spinach, but it doesn't have to be cooked.
So it sounds like you got a lot of flexibility in this patty, in that you could
Sure.
just add your. Sounds like you could add your leftovers and shape a meal around it.
You could. You really could. And then as far as your flavors and things, you can just add in here what you want. You know, um, some cumin would be really nice in here. Add it to this. But like you said, just some leftover things. Because that's, if you get those store-bought patties, that's basically what they are: rice, a bean, and a lot of times they'll do mushrooms. Okay. We're maybe going to have 6 patties out of this. They cook fairly quickly. Turn them down a little bit. But they hold together fairly well, I think. And you just want to get a nice little crust on the outside. This is a big one. That's good. Okay. All right. Clean up a little bit. Move on to the next thing while that's cooking. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of cumin, since I do have some here to the outside. Okay. turn one of these over, see how we're looking, and leave it on a little bit. All right. So while that's cooking, the next thing we're going to do is get our avocado ready. Okay. And we're just going to take avocado. We got some limes here and a little bit of scallion and cilantro. And you can use whatever herb you like. I just like cilantro a lot, but you could use oregano, just something fresh. You want to add something fresh to the avocado. So you just want to chop that up. Mix that up nicely. See if I need to flip one of these over. Smells really good.
So do we just cook it until it develops a crust on it?
Yeah, and I'm gonna let them kind of stay in a little bit longer and push them to the center. Don't want to burn the camera, lady. So, yeah, so then we're just gonna take our avocado and squeeze it into a bowl. Like that. And do the other one, half. Squeeze it in. Okay. And the thing that keeps the avocado from turning brown is citrus. So you want to do a lime or a lemon, something like that. And it also just kind of wakes it up and brightens up the avocado. Good. I'm going to add a little bit of the herbs in here. And some scallions. Okay. And I like to use my hands. I'll kind of use it to break it up. That mixed through. Okay. And I'm going to add some spices to that. Add a little bit of our spice blend. A little bit more. All right. And then we can set this aside for when we get ready to start plating. Check on our patty again. I think we got some color on this one. Yes. And like I said, had this been refrigerated and kind of allowed to stiffen up, I think they all kind of would have behaved better. But we're gonna go with it. Got a little crust on that one. Let that stay a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just getting a crust on there. I'm gonna rotate these around to the center. This burner tends to like to get things done in the center quicker than anywhere else. So we've got our avocado, we've got our veggies here. They look like they're, pretty well. Check them again. Yeah. And they're breaking down nicely. And that might have been 10 minutes, maybe. So it's really quick. It doesn't have to take long. And we've got a little bit of salsa that we're going to put on top. And it's just really more like a pico de gallo. And so it's just some cherry tomatoes, some scallions, a little bit of oil, and our spice blend. Are there any questions?
I have one question. Can I come by and pick mine up?
Absolutely.
I can't imagine the smells that are happening in the kitchen. We don't have any questions coming in. We had some comments coming in. So with
Okay.
the what did you mix with the avocado? Because I missed that.
Some lime, fresh lime, cilantro, scallions, and our simple blend, our spice blend, which we should have that on the website soon. But if anybody wants it, let me know. Okay. So I am going to probably try to start plating, and I'll just go right from the pan to the plate. If that's okay. Get a good looking one here. Right. Gloves on. So we're going to start with our marinated veggies. We're just going to put them down in the plate bowl first. Okay. Okay. And we're going to come with our patty, which please do right for TV. And put our patty down. All these colors, y'all. That's how we're supposed to be eating the rainbow. And
It looks great.
then we're going to take our avocado, which is our healthy fat. It's going to kind of make it in the shape of an egg. Okay. And we're just going to place it sort of on top, side, and then take a little bit of our pico that we made, and just put a little bit on the side, fall on. And there you have it. A delicious, quick and easy breakfast.
So in less than 20 minutes, you've crafted a meal that's a healthy meal for us.
I'm going to turn this down so I can hear you. But yes, very, very quick and easy. Very quick and easy.
So we've got our veggies there. We've got our avocado topping it, and like I was saying, we in less than 20 minutes, you've crafted a brunch item for us.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the pairings we can make? Because I had someone send me a message offline. Chef Kim, I don't know if you can answer this. Someone sent a message saying Uh, what would they add for this is their brunch cocktail?
Haha. um,
What would be a good pairing, or can you suggest some pairings? That was a question I got on text message.
okay. Of course, a mimosa would be nice. Um, I'm then this is probably a little too hard for brunch, but margarita is always good and in play. Maybe a watermelon margarita would be nice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, but yeah, somebody sent it. They sent me a text message. I guess they didn't want to put it in the chat, so they sent that directly to me, so I wouldn't call their name, or no one else would see their name. But they wanted to know what kind of drink pairing they could do that.
Yes, a light
Oh,
margarita.
I see another one came and said Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that'd be great. The tomatoes, yeah, it's another good
I
idea.
guess that would match up, but it sounds good to me, and it looks like something very that we can dig our teeth into. We want to thank the extension for also sharing their kitchen with us today, folks. I'm going to play our video of upcoming events, and then if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. We'll be right back. All right. We didn't have any questions come in, but I wanted to go ahead and make sure everyone knows that we have a class coming up on August 27th. We'll be back August 27th for our next episode, and we're going to be doing light eats because as the summer heats up, we're a little bit reluctant to turn that stove on. So we'll have some light eats for you on August 27th. Folks, hope you have a great weekend. Take care, and we'll see you later.